So Darren Till beats Anthony Taylor in round 6 by stoppage. And yes, a very good performance there from Darren Till. It was a beatdown at the end of the day, to be fair. He looked very technically good, Darren Till, and stupidly of me, I actually predicted Anthony Taylor to win the fight. Don't know why. Should have knew that was going to happen at the end of the day. To be fair to Anthony Taylor, though, he's gone in with a less boring style in his most recent fights, and that also showed today against Darren Till. That was important, in my opinion, because it made a better fight. But, yeah, at the end of the day, no matter what, even if AT had that more boring style, Till would have beat him anyway. Till was stronger than him in those clinches anyway, where there was the odd clinch here and there. Till was stronger than what Anthony Taylor was. And Till was very good at being able to push Anthony Taylor back throughout the fight. And what I was right about in my prediction video, I did say it's going to be a matter of who does take the front foot. And it was today. Till was able to take the front foot pretty easily and, be good behind that jab today, which was good to see. And he was always popping that out there and pretty consistently as well, getting it right in the face of Anthony Taylor. And Anthony Taylor was just too small to it. He wasn't able to shut the gap down. Till was very good at being able to cut the ring off and always, back Anthony Taylor up into the corner of the ring and tee off some decent shots. And yeah, AT couldn't get on that front foot. He couldn't dictate the pace of it at all. It was all Darren Till basically throughout the fight. Apart from round 5, when AT was able to get some decent success, bust up the nose of Darren Till. But other than that, yeah, round 4, Darren Till was able to drop AT first with a very nice uppercut. Then in round 6, dropped him again on the inside with some decent shots, then was eventually able to get AT out of there, following up his work nicely. And Till was patient throughout the fight with the work he was doing, mixed his shots up nicely to the body, threw some combos, and yeah, was mixing it up very nicely overall, to be fair, with the shots he was throwing. But I think the jab today from Darren Till was probably his best punch of the fight, 100%. And, it was a good shot that was able to really put AT off his game. And I've always thought, for someone to beat AT, you need to, be skillful and have a good jab, popping that out consistently out there so AT can't get on the inside and be able to try and get his work done. But today as well, Darren Till was also good on with those inside exchanges that they had the odd time. And sometimes Till let him come on to the inside and was able to pick him apart with some decent shots. And that's kind of what happened with the second knockdown from Darren Till. He kind of, invited the pressure of AT, and Till was able to catch him with some nice cheeky uppercuts in there. So, yeah, Till was just completely able to outsmart Anthony Taylor at the end of the day. He was just completely able to outsmart him and showed a different level. I should have knew he was going to win. I really should have. And he was just able to bully him. It was just the size difference from Darren Till, which played a massive factor in that as well. And Darren Till was very good at, being able to use that to his advantage in this fight. And Anthony Taylor just couldn't hurt him with the shots he was throwing. And that's the thing. Darren Till's got a good bloody chin today, and I should have known Anthony Taylor wouldn't have been able to hurt him coming into the fight, and that was clear. I mean, he was able to bust up the nose of Till, but Till wasn't fazed by it whatsoever. And other than that, AT couldn't really damage Till whatsoever. Till was always in front of him, consistently coming forward, backing AT up, putting him on the back foot, and just didn't let AT be able to, come in, get on the inside and try and get some clinches after his work. Till was just too good managing his range today. And then behind that was his good accuracy, which was able to always catch AT off guard and always keep him thinking. And yeah, it was just the pressure, Till being able to cut off the ring and just completely back Till up and really be able to let his shots go nicely. And that's the thing. When AT's got someone who's, good at being able to control the range, where people like Darren Till, Idris Virgo, Tommy Fury, Anthony Taylor's going to struggle in that, in my opinion. And well, that was clear to see when he fought Idris Virgo. Virgo was good at being able to control the range. When he fought Tommy Fury was good at being able to control the range. And then when he fought Darren Till was able to control the range nicely. And that's what was able to put AT off. But to be fair, though, you've got Virgo, Tommy Fury, Darren Till, and they are much bigger than what Anthony Taylor is. And Anthony Taylor's actually all right at times at being able to stand his ground in there against bigger opponents than him. So fair play to him. But in the end, in that fight against Till, he was just getting beaten down consistently. And at 8, he couldn't get any rhythm from any of his shots whatsoever. And Till just made it very difficult for AT to throw with, using his size very well and just always being in the face of Anthony Taylor. And Anthony Taylor wasn't really able to get some nice bob and weave style going in that fight because Till's jab was always in his face and Till was always occupying him with that lead hand throughout the fight and going down to the body with it and just being really confusing for Anthony Taylor. But yeah, that's what I thought on the fight. This is how I did score it. Then we'll go on to what is next for Darren Till. So yeah, I mean, it was clear Darren Till won rounds 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought he lost round 5, and obviously got the win in round 6. But yeah, what is next for Darren Till? What's next for Anthony Taylor? For Anthony Taylor, he said he might retire, but then he said he was thinking he would retire if he got stopped, but then he was thinking, he might go back to the drawing board. But yeah, for Darren Till, I wouldn't mind seeing him in there with KSI. I actually think he might actually win that fight against KSI. Tommy Fury, that fight's hopefully still on the table. I think that's definitely a much bigger fight now. Now we've seen what Darren Till can do in there. And I do think Darren Till's definitely got a good chance as well at fighting Tommy Fury. I'm not saying he'd win, but I think he's definitely got a good chance of being able to win that fight, more of a chance than I and probably most people originally thought. I thought Darren Till versus Jake Paul, that could be on the table. That could actually be a decent fight. Till's actually got skill that could trouble Jake Paul and cause him issues. Again, I'm not saying he wins the fight, but he can cause Jake Paul issues. He called out Masvidal after the fight as well in boxing. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I think it would be good for Till to stick around the influencer scene, get a possible KSI or Tommy Fury fight. Anyway, going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching.